Hey, beautiful. Have you ever dreamed of being something more or doing something different than what you do in your daily life? Have you ever dreamed of being that person that just laughed out loud and was always smiling and just seemed like you were having such an amazing life? Have you ever had that dream of being able to go out and dress up in this quirky, unorthodox, possibly way? But when you put those clothes on, or you envision yourself wearing that, you feel like an absolute $1,000,000. You feel sexy as hell. That dream of traveling the world. That dream to go and do all the things. And not just go do it once, but to truly live it. For that to be your life. To be able to speak up and say what it is that you need to speak. Instead of pulling back and remembering your place. That dream life where you have the very people around you that you've always dreamt of. To have that personality that you've always wanted to be, that personality you've always aspired, or maybe just dreamt of being able to do that as you daydreamed. That dream that is so big that it almost seems as if it's an impossibility. What if I could tell you that all you needed to do was to see that dream in order to be able to make it? What if, just if we were to be curious, to live life curiously, even for just one day, or 1 hour, 1 minute, and believe for even that one moment of the possibilities of what is possible for you. What would you do? Who would you be? Who would you become? A person that's not afraid to laugh out loud just because. The person that just gets up and dances because they feel like dancing. That has the love, the support, that is living that dream. If we lived curiously in our life, as if we were a child, seeing the world for the first time, forgetting about what society has told us. Babe, it makes it so you can see the vision, and once you can see it, you can build it. You can build it. And it takes time. And it takes a lot of deep inner healing. And it takes one little baby step at a time. But once you can see it, you can build it. And when you live curiously, it's so much fun. As you go out and do the things for the first time. And you feel your heart awaken once again. And it's absolutely transformational. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a deep question. Y'all, this sounds like such an easy thing to do. Like, who do I want to be? Oh, I want to be this. I want to be an astronaut. I want to travel the world. I want to go do all the things. But here's the truth. Here's the hard part of it. Society and your loved ones, everybody you've ever known your entire life, has told you who you had to be. Right? It's right there, right? But what if, just for a moment, we forgot what society told us that we had to be? What if we forgot who it was that we've been led to believe that we needed to be? And that's exactly what we're talking about today. If nobody told you who to be, who would you choose to be? That's a good question, right? No one told you who to be. Who would you choose to be? Babe. Gets real, right? Welcome to What's Your Question podcast, where we are diving into those real questions. We're not shying away from them, but we're actually addressing them. And y'all, sometimes the simplest question is actually the hardest. When someone stops and tells you and asks you why, it stops you in your tracks. It's a single word, babe. But it has that dramatic effect, because why you want something, why it makes you feel this way, why you have all these different reactions, why it stops you in your place, that's something that taps right down in here to the heart and makes you stop and think. And y'all, that's what I love. Y'all, I love questions that tease the brain. I love teasing the brain, y'all. I want to make your brain stop and go, ooh. Ooh. I want you to turn into almost into like conspiracy theory, like form of thinking, where you start diving down the rabbit holes and you're going all over this way and that way. But I want you to do that in your own life. We're not doing that with the world instead. Not with all the stuff happening, and there's always drama. There's always all these things going on. But questions that tease the brain and make it want to go, ooh, what if? What if? All right. So, if you guys are loving this so far, please make sure you drop down, hit that like button. That lets me know that I'm on the right track, that I'm hitting onto those notes that y'all are needing right here, right now. And anytime that you're inspired to drop a comment, to leave a personal remark or whatever it might be that you need to say, please do that. I don't care if you comment 100 times. If you have something that you need to say, I want you to say it. However, I'm going to put you a little, there are a few rules. We are never disrespectful. I am a person that holds manners to a level that my kids think is absolutely crazy. They think it's so funny because I'm this really kind of laid back kind of mom. And they're just like, you let us do anything. I'm like, no, I trust you to make your own mistakes. There's a difference there. But the thing is I know that with the relationship I've fostered with my kids, that when they need someone to talk to, they can come talk to me. They can ask me the questions. They can tell me those hard stories. And y'all, my kids have poured their hearts out to me more times than I care to count. With the things that they envision doing, the things that they're excited to go do, and also those really, really shit moments when things went really bad. And they're not always ready to talk when they first walk in the door, but that doesn't mean that I don't notice it. I definitely notice when my kids are off, when something is wrong. Me being the unique person that I am, I normally know it before they even get home. Just saying what I'm saying. But I know that when they are ready, they will come and talk to me. And I trust my children to make their own mistakes. I can tell them all the stories of the things that I did. I wasn't the best kid. I can tell them all the stories of everything that I did and the things that happened, and they'll learn from it. But at the end of the day, we don't experience life through other people's stories. We experience life ourselves, the hard way and the good way, the easy way and the really bad way. So I want to apologize because the wind is just not wanting to stop here, and we had to get this recorded. So I apologize about the wind hitting the mic. It only edits out so far. So, and I tell you this because I want to open your mind up to the possibilities of what could be if you went back to being a kid here and now as you are and lived curiously and excited for life. You just got out of high school and the whole world is open to you and you can go do all the things. You can do anything that you want. You can be anything you want. And at that point in time, when you first come out of high school, you first turn into an adult, officially into an adult, y'all, you're unstoppable. What if you were to embody that energy once again and go, what if? What if I was a complete teenage rebel and I'm like, you know what? I've been told I have to do this my whole life. I gotta go do this. I gotta be this. I gotta do all the things. But society has told you in your real life, right here, right now, that you can't be those things. That you're not supposed to do those things. That's not very proper life, right? Right? Now, here's the hard truth about this episode. Y'all, I'm going to pull out a little quote from Jem Gamble. Before we even start, I want all of y'all to go pull out that emotional emergency kit. Because this one is going to hit hard. But in a good way. Because the truth is, we can't move away from the things that have happened in our life until we have actually addressed them. We've actually healed from those things. And here's the catch, that once you start down a healing journey, you're always on a healing journey, babe. In one way or another. So, without further ado, let's dive into all of the step-by-step process of how you go through this. But I'm going to tell you right here, right now, this is such a big question. Seems so simple, so little, but it is such a big question, babe. I divide this out into multiple weeks because you can't step into being the person that you dream of being, the person that you want to be, until you deal with the things that have made you feel lesser than, that have broke your confidence, that have made you stop and question yourself. Sometimes it's an event that's happened in our life. Sometimes it is something as simple as someone once said this one thing and you took it on as your own belief, and it was never yours to begin with, but there's something about that. Even when you first took that belief on, it never quite felt right. It never sat right with you, babe. And we need to address that. But before you can do any of that, you got to see what it is that you're creating. You got to know who it is that you want to be. If nobody told you who to be, who would you be? Now, step one. Now, if you want a full breakdown of these, make sure you swing over to my profile and watch the coordinating videos. that I release Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, breaking this down into little itty bitty daily bite sizes. And then on Friday, the podcast comes out and we dive deeper into it. So there is unique little tips, little tricks, little things included in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's question of the week, little mini series. Okay, so step 1. You ready? You ready? All right, step 1. Get your journal out. If you don't have a journal yet, you get a journal. You just grab a scrap piece of paper that's laying around if you need to. Just saying. And then get a journal and write it down in there, okay? Describe the person you want to be. The person you would choose to be. All right? Now, it might be somebody that you admire, that you go, oh, I want to be that. But here's the truth. You might feel as if you love that person, that you adore that person, that person is it. It is the thing. They are the thing. They're the whole damn package. But the truth is, you don't know everything about that person. And even though you can see those parts of that person, even if you deny it, you can see it, baby. I know you can. You only see the parts about that person that you love. The aspects of that person. Maybe it's the way their eyes twinkle and they light up and they smile. Maybe it's their hair. Maybe it's their personality. Maybe it's the way they stand tall. The way they hold themselves. The way they stand up for themselves. The way that they set those boundaries and they don't let anyone come across them. But all those other parts about that person that are too much for you. Too much drama, too over the top, too reactive. That person that cries. And you feel sorry for them. And even if they cuss you out, you instantly forgive them and go, oh, they're just having a bad day. And you instantly forget about that. Write down the details of that person. And I mean get raw, get real, get nitty gritty. How do they dress? How do they think? How do they speak to themselves? Where do they live? Do they live in the city? Do they live in the country? Do they have a mansion? Do they have just a little tiny modest home? What is their home like? Where is it located? What kind of job does this person have? Yeah. What are their relationships like with other people? What is their sex life like? The person that you dream, that you aspire to be, is not one person that you've already met. The person that you dream to be is unique and only can be found inside your mind. Nobody else can see the person that you want to be. We see inklings of it. Don't get me wrong. We see inklings of it. Because the people that truly care about you will stay in your life. They will be there to raise you up and to support you. And they will also be there to call you out on your bullshit. Like a good friend does. They will stand up and they will fight for you when injustice has been done. They will forgive you without any reason nor need to. Just like that. Because they truly care about you. They have a level of trust that, such as me with my kids, that they trust you to make your own mistakes, and that the actions of other people are not your actions. Let me say that one more time. Somebody needs to hear that one more time. Their actions are not a representation of how they feel about you. It's how they feel when they look at you being out there all grand and amazing and beautiful, and they go, I can't believe I have this person in my life. I'm not good enough. I'm going to lose them. And they're afraid of that. But it comes back on you, or it seemingly does sometimes, with those negative remarks or those looks, and you're just like, I didn't even do anything. All I did was smile and say hi because that's the friendly thing to do. A person that truly cares and trusts you will learn to move beyond that. Will learn to have a true trust that when you are ready to talk about whatever is going on, that they can see is going on, they will hold that space so that you can speak what you need to speak, baby. Okay? I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody certainly did. People learn from your example. So if you want this dream life and you want to bring all these people with you, you want them, you want them, you want them, you want them, you want them. Hey, I want you to come into my life. I would love to be like your best friend. I'm just saying. You lead by example. All right? And there is a level of trust there that is not just, oh, I trust you. You're good. Go on, babe. And then the whole time you're gone, I hope they're okay. All these things, like, holding on, like, why were you gone so long? People learn from your example. So if you want that person to come with you as you create your dream life, you've got to hold space for the good and the bad in them, equally to the good and the bad that you perceive in you. Because the truth is that we all do that to one level or another. And I know that hits a little hard for some, but that's the truth. So if you really want that person to come with you as you build this dream life, see them come with you, see how they change. But remember, the good and the bad that you perceive in that person is a part of their being. And if you truly love that person, you love all of that person. And right now I want you to think about you. If you want that dream life, that means the good and the bad that you perceive in yourself has to come along. It has to transform and mutate into this divine cosmos, like, mixture of this dream person you aspire to be and the person you are right now, the person you were a year ago, the person you were when you were 10 years old. Your past self never leaves you. Instead, they are the only friend, the only partner in your life that will truly walk every step of life with you. So if you can't love you, that might be where you need to start. Okay? Describe the person you want to be, down to every detail. Do they trim their own toenails or do they go to the salon? I'm just saying. Do they dye their hair? Do they get themselves all done up all the time? Do they dress? Like, how do they dress? How do they talk to a stranger? How do they handle a situation that is maybe possibly explosive? How do they handle it? Each one of these are little baby bite-sized areas in your life currently that the universe is bringing up that it wants you to actually take a look at. The person that you aspire to be has always lived inside of you. okay? They have always lived inside of you, and they have walked every single step of your life side by side with you. And sometimes we bury that person inside because we've been told that they're too much, or they're not enough, they're too quiet, they're too loud, they're too outgoing, or they're too boring. You're too big, you're too small, you're too tall, you're too short. You know what? You are born perfect. Absolutely perfect, exactly the way you are. You love who you love, and that is absolutely perfect for you. Do you have one love in your life, or do you have many loves in your life? And how do you define love? Can you love more than one person? Or, as my sister likes to explain, okay, not explain, but she likes to say that she loves everybody, and she divides her love into rooms. Like, so, for example, she holds space for every single person that she comes across, and she loves and cares about them, each in their own unique way. And she holds space for them in their own room, inside her heart, inside her mind. And then when she goes out, she goes down the hall, and then she goes into another room, and she loves that person in that way. So for her kids, her grandkids, her husband, myself included, all of our siblings, our mom, our dad, neighbors, friends, everyone, she puts them into compartments, essentially, which I can kind of relate to. And I love that analogy. I love that separation when describing love, because we can love multiple people. We can have multiple soulmates in our life. But we define love in such a way that sometimes we can only see love as someone that you're romantic with. Sometimes we only see love as family. But what about your animals? What about that person that was just kind to you one day? Is there a little bit of love, a little bit of respect, a little bit of thank you in there? Gratitude. Do you have space inside of you for forgiveness? Forgiveness is actually the hardest when we are addressing it towards ourselves. Being able to compartmentalize words, the love that we have for ourselves, can you do that for yourself? For the parts of you that you perceive, I'm going to put that in quotes, to be bad or wrong or good and great, holy, evil, we are balance. Every single person is balance. You can't have the light without the dark. And neither light nor dark is inherently good nor bad. The good and the bad that you perceive in you is, well, your perspective. It's like war. War is horrific. It tears nations apart. It can tear the world apart. It can destroy homes. It can turn family members against each other, brother against brother, sister against sister. Whatever your war is, because there's always a war brewing in every single one of us. Wars destroy things. They are destructive, and they create absolute they blow everything up. They destroy it all. But at the same time, war creates beauty. From death becomes life. Relationships that may have been rocky before the war might suddenly turn into your secret weapon. That neighbor that you just don't get along with, if you have a war sitting on your front door, equally threatening the both of you, they suddenly become your brother in arms. And you would die for that person. And they for you. Because you are fighting for a mutual cause. So this person you may have hated, is now becoming your best friend. They're becoming your brother and your sister. And you would do anything for them. To protect them, to protect their home. And they would do the same for you. It's all a matter of perspective. Wars not only destroy nations and families, they also create brand new families and communities. They bring in people from around the entire world together because they have empathy, because they know that if they don't stop this now, this could end up at their doorstep. And it continues to spread because ripples do that. Throw a pebble into a calm lake and see those ripples go out. It has a rippling effect. And then you rebuild that nation back up. You rebuild those communities, those schools, those homes. And you grieve together. What is the war brewing inside you? You already have all the details of the person that you want to be. But you can't step into being that person until you address something, which is step 2. What is it about that person that you just described that makes you nervous? That makes you feel uncomfortable? That makes you scared? Be honest. Be honest. It's okay to be nervous and have a level of excitement that you don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you're just extremely nervous. Or to be truly afraid. And here's why. Those places that make you feel nervous, that make you feel a little antsy. Now, if it's a good antsy, like it's like, oh, I really want to do that. Whoa, I don't know. Can I do that? And you start thinking about it. Those are exactly the things that you absolutely should be doing. When you're growing, it makes you nervous as hell and it's scary as hell. Just saying. When you transform and you change your life, it's scary as hell. But more often than not, it's a good scary. It's like you get that adrenaline pumped up and you're like, I'm going to do it. 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 And you get up to the finish line. You're like, I don't know if I can do this. And your adrenaline's pumping and you're like, And then you start thinking. In that last split second, it's like your whole life flashes before your eyes. I don't know if I can do this. Shit. I don't know if I can do this. It's okay. But if you take that big, deep, scary breath and you do it without thinking, you just take that big breath and you go. Like it's like standing at like a track and you gotta go run and you're in a race and you're just like that adrenaline's pumping, you're pumping. Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And then that gunshot goes off. Boom, go. And it's just this instant trigger. This 1, 2, 3, go. You got this. Go. And you take off running. You quickly forget about all those doubts, all those fears as that wind is rushing past you and you're just going as fast as you can. And more often than not, it feels like your feet are moving in absolute slow motion. But then you stop after the end and you look back, maybe over the footage, and you go, holy crap, I was booking it. Like, how did I do that? Because you tap down into a part of you that you're not tapping into all the time. And when you tap into that, damn, babe, you're unstoppable. But in order to do that, you got to take that scary breath and you got to go out and do it. But before you do it, stop and think, is this a good adrenaline rush or is this truly scary? Like, scary. Maybe this person that you described is loud and they're obnoxious and they're free going and they're just happy go lucky and you just love that. When's the last time you checked in with your inner child? I'm just saying. And remember to be curious about life instead of afraid of life. Like, how far can I jump? I'm going to jump off this platform. I can do it. You don't know if you're going to get hurt. Your parents are going, no, stop, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You're just like, no, I'm going to do it. And you jump off. Maybe you land it. And you're just like, see, I told you I could do it. And you get all excited. You're pumped. Maybe you didn't land it, though. Do you remember that feeling that you had just before you jumped? What is it about the person that you aspire to be that makes you uncomfortable? Is it a good uncomfortable or a bad uncomfortable? Those places that make you really uncomfortable. Not like a good excited, but like a, I really don't know if I can do this. I would love to be this person, but that means I would have to do that. That means I would have to show up and be a boss in my life. Doesn't matter how successful you are at business, are you a boss in your own life? Do you stand up and you speak? Are you able to be that leader in your own life first? Or does the thought of being in a leadership position scare the ever-living F out of you? Ooh, we're hitting some heartstrings. Might be time to pull out that emotional emergency kit. For some reason, that is very difficult for me to say. It does not want to come out of my mouth. I don't know why. But y'all are welcome for that. Right at this very moment, I don't want you to think about why it scares you. At this moment, I just want you to write down the things. Make a little list. Boop, 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 boop. They're a little too loud. They're too happy. When's the next shoe gonna fall? I know if I do that, like, it would be great, and then I'd get art. I'd get, like, the rug would get ripped right out of my feet. It'd be doomsday, end of the world, and, you know, I'd be like freaking Moses on my boat going, I gotta rebuild everything and repopulate the world. Someone thought that was funny. If not, you should be laughing, because that was funny. Alright, so, y'all, I really don't know where some of these analogies are coming from, but you're welcome. We're getting a little too serious. We gotta lighten things up just a touch, right? And that's actually really important. Laugh. Y'all, just laugh. Not because somebody told you, but because you really think it's funny. Even if you didn't think it was funny. Like I can, like, can I get a pity laugh? Like, weird. All right. That brings us on to the next step. And I'm reminding you to laugh and to look at those things that make you highly uncomfortable about becoming that person. If you really were that person, and you're looking at it from your current position and visioning it, and then you start looking at that roadmap and you go, oh, that means I got to do all these things, and I don't want to do any of that. If you want that dream life, baby, it's a small price to pay. I'm just saying. It's It's a small price to pay in the grander scheme of things. Part 3 is the doozy. Because that is where we dive into the why. But if you dive into the why while you're still making your list of boop, 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 I don't want you to look at the things that they gotta do. I want you to look at the actual person. Like, step into them. Fix my camera for a second. That's as high as it goes. Like, stand up. Way too close. Stand up and put that power suit on. Like you're freaking Superman or Superwoman. Take that power pose. You're still too close. I can't even show you. Y'all are welcome for this. And just stand up tall and straight. Straighten that spine out. Hold your head up high. Put your hands on your waist. Too short. Put your hands on your waist. And just take that power pose and just do like Superman, man. And really, truly feel what it is about that person that makes you highly uncomfortable. Doesn't mean that you gotta truly become Superman. But using a power pose is actually proven to boost your confidence and make you more successful. So you got that scary conversation coming up, that you got that scary interview coming up. Just before you go in there, take 2 minutes, and it doesn't matter how stupid you think you look, and envision that you're Superman or Superwoman. And stand there, even if you gotta go hide in a bathroom stall and just do the pose and like, yeah. Mom. And then go into it. You'll get it. You got this. You got this. Ooh, their hair is too big. Ooh, their personality is too big. They're too loud. They're too quiet. They're the quiet person sitting in the back of the room that knows everything. That's a scary person to be, man. I'd kind of like to be that person. They're the person that only speaks when they need to. And when they step up and they speak, people stop and they listen because they don't speak very often. And you know when that person starts speaking that there's a deep meaning to it. Just saying. All the details of that person that make you nervous, uncomfortable. Don't look at the roadmap. Don't look at it with fear. See it with curiosity, baby. Then we go to start that step 3. And we start into that deep, deep area of why. And for the sake of the duration of this episode, we're going to stop right there, babe. We're going to stop right there. Now, step 4 is basically repeat step 3 over and over and over again as many times you need to. But we're going to dive into that next week on a deep core level. So as you are doing your prep step 3 of why, I want you to be very kind and gentle to yourself. Because when you start asking the question of why, that's called shadow work. Shadow work is hard. I am not going to sugarcoat this. Shadow work is very challenging. Most importantly, I want to remind you that you are not the person you were then. You are wiser. You are smarter. You are, those are the same thing. You are stronger. You have boundaries now that are so ironclad because someone said that one thing to you. Because that one belief that is always stuck right here in the core of you never let you down, even when that happened. That situation. But here's the thing. I told you when I first started this that this is a bigger subject than just a single episode. Which is why we're going to go through that next week. Because when you start doing shadow work, especially if you are new to it, you've never done it, you've never gone into that inner child and just been like, and just sat down next to them in those memories. Instead, you step back and you become that person again, and you feel all the feels. I don't want you to feel the feels. Not like that. Observe, don't absorb. You do not have to ever, in walking life and dream life, it doesn't matter. You never have to absorb the energy, the beliefs, all the things of somebody else. That includes your old self. But you can observe it. And I'm going to teach you how to go into what I call an angelic perspective today, which will make that so much easier. If you could go back in time as your physical self, back into that memory, and sit down or to stand next to your younger self, as you start remembering why you are afraid of that one thing, y'all, you are your own superhero. Whether you're astral traveling or you're just remembering. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. Now, just in case, if I ever mention something and you don't know what it is, please drop down in the comments so that I can help further explain that in later questions, okay? So, step 4 is go back and repeat step 3 as many times as you need to. But never bite off more than you can chew. It's one little baby step at a time. Because in order for you to become the person that you dream, that you aspire to be, you have to slowly go through that checklist of all of your things that make you uncomfortable, one at a time. And then you got to sit in the darkness, in the stillness, with your older self. And just sit there and watch. Just sit there next to yourself. Be that person for yourself, your younger self, that you had always wished you had. And then take a month or so off. Okay? Just sit there and wait for that acclimation to happen, because your body will physically change as you start addressing these past issues in your life. You might start breaking out. You might suddenly gain a lot of weight, or you might lose a lot of weight. Your appetite can change. Your hair can change. Physically change. Physically change. Your skin can change. But the transformation that happens after that mutation is damn. And you will feel like a superhero when you come out the other side, because that's how you make a diamond. And you, my friend, are already a diamond in the rough. And you aspiring to be the person that you want to be is simply polishing that beautiful point to shine exactly the way you want it to. Because as you go through that, it takes a level of acceptance of the situation and of yourself that you may have not yet experienced. Not for you anyway, but for other people, hell yeah, you can do that. You can just brush that off and be like, good. But you never learn to do it for yourself. It means that you are accepting what happened. It means that you remember that those things happened for you, not to you. They happened so that you could learn, so that you could set those firm boundaries, so that would never happen again. it gave you strength that you didn't know you had. It gave you a level of compassion and forgiveness in your life that you didn't have before that. A sense of power, of strength. It changed you. And that's not a bad thing. But that's what's called a tower moment, babe. And they're hard. It also takes you being grateful. Grateful for yourself, for how you acted in that very moment. And gratitude for those that were involved. Or that thing, whatever it may have been. And forgiveness for them too. It's a doozy, which is why we're covering it next week. But there's your little stepping stone of where you start. But I don't want you to run off yet. You are not the person that you were 10 minutes ago. You are not the person that you were 10 years ago, 10 months ago, when you were 10 years old. You will not be the same person 10 minutes from now. You are always changing, constantly evolving, exactly the way that you need to. You are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment. Who you will be in the next moment is your choice. And it's time to take that power back. Okay? Now, we are going to go into a deep dive guided meditation. Because the most important part of this whole thing, of this episode, is that you've got to be able to see that dream life. And I want you to truly feel it. Okay? I am gently going to guide you through an activation vision that only you can see. No one else can see this. Nobody else will feel it as you do. Because you are unique. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And the person that you dream, that you aspire to be, is absolutely phenomenal. So, when you can see it, you can build it. Imagine your life right now without the weight of everything that drags you down. Imagine yourself standing there as that, in that superpower pose, living that life. I'm going to walk you through it, kind and gently. And I want you to remember, you're not alone. And as you walk through this one's beautiful, y'all. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And y'all will be absolutely shocked, each in your own way, of what you see. Because I'm going to have you do something that is a little counterproductive to all the work that you just did. And I do this from a place of love, because you are still carrying around those preset notions from society, from the life that you have lived, from the people, the things, the places in your life that are a little biased in their opinion. Okay? I love you, by the way. All right. So, I want you to find a comfortable position where you won't be disturbed for the next little while. I'm going to have you breathe in through your nose. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. I'm just explaining. Don't close your eyes yet. Breathe in through your nose. Deep, deep, deep. All the way down to your belly button. Now, if you are not accustomed to doing this particular breathing exercise, it takes some practice. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Do the best that you can. It's okay. Breathe in through your nose if you can. For best results through your nose, but like, you know, if you've got allergies, your nose is all stuffy, whatever, you've been crying, your mouth will, you can just breathe in through your mouth then. All right. And you're going to take it all the way down to your belly button. The idea is we want to fill up your lower lungs, because when you breathe in through your nose, you typically are only filling your upper lungs. And it's only by filling up your whole lungs that you actually reset the brain from your backwards thinking back here where all those fears, all the past lies. And it switches you to your forward thinking. In through your nose, all the way down to your belly button. Hold it as long as you can. Now, even if I haven't said breathe or let it out yet, I want you to do that. Like, you know your limitations. And the more you do this, the longer you'll be able to hold it, okay? And then when you let go, breathe it out through your mouth. It is scientifically proven to lower blood pressure, stress, so many things. And it instantly switches you to your forward thinking, which is also really great when you need to focus. It puts you back in the present moment when you start getting all boggled down by all the things you got to do, or all the fears start popping up and you're in one of those very uncomfortable situations. Take half a second and breathe in through your nose. Close your eyes, breathe in through your nose all the way down to your belly button, and then let it out. Breathe in everything that brings you calmness and happiness in your life. Everything that makes you feel powerful, that just feels good, okay? For whatever it is that you need in that situation. And then as you exhale, imagine it is as if it's black smoke, black toxic smoke, harmlessly leaving your body. And that black smoke represents everything that makes you feel lesser than. Everything that takes away your superpower. Everything that is making y'all confused. Everything from the past, every fear, all the things. Anything that just makes you feel yuck. All right? Repeat that 3 times, okay? And y'all, when you're ready, we're gonna start. For best results, if able, step outside, put your bare feet flat on the ground, and we'll begin. Find yourself a nice comfy position where you won't be disturbed for about the next 40 minutes. As you find discomfort show up in your body, simply move and adjust. As you notice you slouch, straighten back up. And let's begin. All right. Close your eyes. Sit up straight as you can. Hold your head up tall. Put your hands on your legs. I want you to take a big deep breath in through your nose. Deep, 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 all the way down into your belly button. And as you breathe this in, imagine a white glowing ball starting to form inside. Let out everything that tries to dim that light. Blow it out with a velocity through your lips of how much you don't want to be dimmed anymore. Take another big deep breath in, my dear. Breathe it in all the way down to your belly button. And with every breath you bring in, breathe in everything that makes you feel calm. And with that calmness, it empowers that ball, making it harder, brighter, and stronger. And exhale everything that takes calmness away from you. Let it drift away on the wind. Exhale every ounce of breath that you possibly can. And take another big deep breath in, my dear. Deep, 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 deep. And with this breath, you're breathing in everything that makes you happy, makes you smile, makes you feel good. All the way down deep, 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 deep. When you don't think you can breathe in anymore, take a little bit more. hold it. And as you hold this, this ball starts to swirl inside of you. And as it swirls, it starts pulling everything toxic from you, all the way from your toes to the very tips of your hair. It starts swirling around like a black smoke. Now let it go. Like the emptiness that it makes you feel. Like the emptiness that it is. It is no longer needed nor relevant in your life. It's no longer wanted. Let it go. Every inch of air that you can possibly push out, do so. If you need to bend over and squeeze it out. Now take another big deep breath in, baby. All the way down. Clearing. Energy is flowing into you. With this breath, you hold it inside, and the ball inside of you grows so powerful and so strong and so bright that the darkness inside that makes you feel lesser than, that makes you feel unheard, unworthy, cannot stay in its presence. And as you exhale, you are letting it harmlessly leave your mind, your body, your heart, your spirit, your soul, from the very depths of your life. Now as you sit there and you start dreaming about the possibilities of what tomorrow could bring, of who you could be, don't set a boundary of what that dream could be. Let the universe, spirit, God, or simply life, whatever you believe, bring you the dream of dreams. Allow it to show you the true possibilities of what you could be if you chose to be. Without limitations, without worry, without fear, everything you need, everyone that you need in order to create that life will be there exactly when you need them to be. Put trust in that. And those fears that you had only moments ago, they are no longer allowed to enter into this space. Envision a red laser beam shooting down from your tailbone, down, 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 deep into the earth. And as it goes down, ride it like an elevator or like a hot air balloon being pushed down into the depths of the earth. Feel it pulling. Now feel the earth itself. Feel her heartbeat. Feel her breath. Notice the colors that you see. What objects do you see? Do you see mountains? Do you see rivers, lakes? Maybe it's just a world of color down there. Let your imagination, let the universe have free reign to show you whatever it is that you need to feel, whatever you need to see, whatever you need to experience at the depths of the earth. Is it hot? Is it cold? Now, I want you to take a notice. Let's stop that elevator, stop that hot air balloon. Look down and notice where that red laser beam is shooting into. What part right below your feet is it shooting into? Now stop and take a moment and notice the energy of it. Feel its vibration, feel its pulse. Feel how it sings to you. Can you hear it? You may notice it. You may simply just know that this is happening. You may experience all the senses and be able to even smell and taste it. Or you may see nothing at all. But just know that whatever you experience in this moment is exactly what you need. And it's perfect. Now I want you to look up inside this inner earth, hollow earth world. Whatever it is that you feel or see, I want you to take a look around. Is this the energy? Is this truly where you should be anchored in order to create a dream life? Or does somewhere else within your vicinity have a slightly different pulse, a slightly different color, vibration, sound that you feel called to? If you do, you are the captain of that air balloon, babe. All you have to do is simply drive it over there. Steer it along. And in a second, you're there. Notice how this place feels to you. This is a place that only you are tapped into and nobody else can come here. This is your new vibration. This is your new grounding point. And it will remain so for as long as you need it. And when you've reached the point that is no longer needed, all you have to do is simply move to a new location at your own choosing. Or when it simply feels that you are off. Whichever you do, it is perfect for you. Now imagine a white laser beam shooting up into the sky. And as it starts to shoot up, you feel yourself coming back up, up, into your own body, into your own being. Feel what you feel while you're here, inside the core of you. Notice everything. Notice your breath. Notice the sounds that you feel inside. Notice the colors. Notice the vibrations. Are they shifting? Are they changing? You just changed locations of where you were tapped in. And maybe you simply just re-tapped in to where you were meant to be because you've been ungrounded. You've been living in the clouds. Feel what it is that you feel inside you in your core being. Taste, color, shapes, objects, simple vibrations, a pulse, a breath. Feel you, babe. And take a moment and have just a little bit of gratitude for that person you are inside. Say thank you. Thank you for always being here with me, even when I thought I was alone. You never left me. You never gave up on me. You are so strong. You're so powerful. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry for all the times that I doubted you. I'm so sorry that I tried to give up, that I left you behind, that I forgot about you, that I muted you, that I denied you when you tried to speak to me. I'm so sorry for any time I've ever hurt you. Let the tears roll down your face, babe. Don't try to hide them. Just feel them. Let them be as this beautiful healing thing that they truly are. Those are happy tears. Those are grateful tears. Those are tears of forgiveness. Forgiveness that you've denied yourself for a very long time. That is gratitude that you have forgotten to give yourself for so many years. This core of this person inside of you that you truly are loves everything about you equally. The good, the bad, and everything in between. Because to it was neither good nor bad. It simply was what it was. And that's why they never left you. That's why they never gave up on you. That's why they love you. Now feel that white laser beam shooting up into the sky, up, 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 past the clouds, past the earth itself, shooting like a rocket through the sky, and you're riding it until it lands exactly in the cosmos where exactly you are meant to be. There's a person there waiting for you. They look over at you and they smile with the warmest smile and welcoming personality that you've never experienced. They are so damn excited to see you. Notice how they move. Notice their smile, their eyes. Notice how they're dressed. They come up so close that your noses are almost touching. And they give you a great big hug. This person doesn't necessarily have a face, not just yet. They're too close to see. They're too bright. But just feel the warmth of that hug that they're giving you. Feel what that feels like. This is a place of safety. This is a place where only you can come. Nothing can harm you here. Nothing can reach you. You're so far up into the stars that no other being has ever been here. As that embrace lets go, and you both take a step backwards, you notice that it's you, a higher, more divine, a slightly older you. You didn't know it at first, but this was your soul star, your highest self. The highest self that you needed right here, right now. Take a notice again of how they're dressed. Their hair, their lack of hair. Even though you no longer are touching, you can still feel their heart beating as if it's your own. Feel what they feel. Now they take your hand, and you don't shy away. This is the hand of somebody who loves you more than anyone else. This is a hand of somebody that knows everything that you have gone through in your entire life, and everything that you will go through in life. Feel their hand wrap around yours as they smile and they look back, as they tug and pull you to come along with them. as the two of you run free. You have no idea where they're taking you. At this point in time, you feel like a child inside, just running and free and having so much fun. And wherever they're taking you is an absolute mystery. There's a doorway in front of you, and they open it. And this bright light shines through. It's so bright you almost can't hardly see, like you're looking into the sun itself. But as you blink inside this vision, inside this place, your eyes adjust as you walk through that threshold and you begin to see a world around you. This world is not limited in size. It encompasses your entire vision. Look down, notice what's underneath your feet. Look up to the sky and see what you see. Look to the left, look to the right. As you continue to walk, something is forming in the distance. It's a little foggy, it's a little hazy. And as you walk up, and you get closer and closer, and they stop you at the top of the hill and you're looking down. You're looking down on a building, and there's lights everywhere. And there's people down there. They're laughing and they're joking. You can't make out what they're saying. Not yet. As you look down, you start to realize that one of them is you. Slightly older, slightly wiser. It may even only be what feels like a day. One day older. And they're laughing, and they're joking. Notice how happy you are. They give you another little tug. This person holding your hand, your higher being, your higher self. The very person that you are needing in this time, right here, right now. And they smile and they urge you to come along. And as you walk down and you see this person standing face to face with you, notice how happy they are. Take a moment and look around and notice the people that are there. And the people that are there may surprise you, because this is not the people that you choose in the here and now, but it's the people that are meant to be there. They're meant to be in your life, meant to share this future with you. Don't try to control it. Notice as they come and go, walking by, each smiling, having a good time, because this is a party, baby. This is a party. And this party is for you. You're the star of the show. Notice how nobody is fighting. There's no drama whatsoever. Notice how elegant and smoothly everything seems to be flowing and working. As this person that you're looking at takes your hand to shake, a congratulations, well done, because you made it. The moment their hand touches you, you become them. You are instantly in their body, seeing the world from their perspective. Stop and ask them a question. Whatever that question is perfect for you. The first thing that comes to your mind, not controlled, but free flowing. Listen to what they say, as if it's being whispered in your ear. Don't judge. Just take it for what it is. And whatever you heard, whatever that answer was, is exactly what you needed to hear. to encourage you to keep going. Take a great big deep breath in through your nose all the way down to your belly button. And I want you to hold it there for as long as you can. Breathe it in deep, 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 deep. And as you exhale, envision every tension in your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul, exiting you as harmless black smoke. Let it go. Anything that makes you tense, anything that makes you resistant to the vision that is being told to you from your highest self. The person that has already been there, done that, lived through it, survived it, and not just survived, but thrived. The person that is living the dream. Not the dream somebody told you to do, but your own truest vision. Breathe in again, big deep breath in, all the way down to the very core of your being. Breathe into your core. Breathe into that crystalline ball that is still glowing inside of you. Breathe it in, baby. Hold it. And with every moment that you hold it, it becomes stronger. And everything negative that drags you down, makes you fear this life, pulls around this ball and is instantly transmuted and dissipates and blows away harmlessly as you exhale, being cleansed and blessed by the very winds of the air that you're breathing in, carried away by the spirits of the wind, by the universe, by the sun, by the moon, by water and earth itself. From this place that you are at, inside this vision of this future you, I want you to open your eyes inside the vision. Look around. Feel what you feel, babe. Let those tears roll down your face if you feel that you need to cry. Don't hold them back. Don't be ashamed of them. They're beautiful. They're healing. And that is everything that is drawing you down in the past that you have feared would continue to happen again or would return one day. With every tear that drops away, those fears drop away. Everything that makes you feel lesser drops away. These tears are beautiful and they're magical. Don't hide them. Because you're healing layers inside of you, acknowledging them in ways that you've never done before. Now your soul star, your highest glowing self that's still standing beside you, takes your hand once again in this higher being of you, this future you, and leads you inside to this building. And as you walk up, you start to realize this is your home. It may be the home that you live in now. It may be a home you've never seen before. But as you walk in, you know this place. You know this place, and it feels absolutely extraordinary. Notice some of the details as you walk in. The color on the walls. The sound of the floor. Pictures on the wall. Notice the sound of the music playing in the background that you didn't even know was there. You might not be able to hear it all the way, but it sounds amazing. Notice the feeling that you have as you walk through this place. Someone is walking into the kitchen as you enter in. Who is it? This is someone that is to come into your life that you have not yet met, but somebody that is very important to you. Maybe you've seen a picture of them, but you've never met this person, not in real life. Remember them, because when they come into your life, know that extraordinary things are to follow, and blessings will ensue, because you did the work here, now, in the right now, in the physical world where you're sitting at, in order to make that a possible relationship that will transform your life. As you're walking through this home, notice how it suddenly shifts, it suddenly changes, as if a fog rolls over it. And as you walk out the other side, you're at the place of where you work. And your soul star self is still holding your hand, smiling, beckoning you to come along, with not a sound. This is where you work. Take a moment and notice as a video, almost recording of holographs, starts playing in front of you, and you notice the work that you do. What is that work? Take a notice as you see it playing as if it's fast forwarding in front of you. Now it stops, and it starts to rewind. Rewinding, back to the very spot that you were standing as you're looking at this place. Notice the smells, notice the colors, notice the people or lack of people. Are you inside or are you outside? Wherever this place is, it might surprise you in your current life, but know that it is perfectly aligned with your truest being. And because you have seen it, one day, it could very well be a possibility if you choose it. Because you have a choice to make. Your higher self pulls on your arm and you step back into your home and you step outside. And as you step outside, you feel almost reborn. You are in this moment. You are experiencing it exactly the way that you are. Maybe you only just know that this is happening. Maybe you can physically feel it around you. Whatever you see, taste, smell, hear, experience is perfect for where you are right now. As you step outside, notice the people that are there. Notice the people that are not there. And it's not with sadness that you notice that they're not there, but it's with a level of gratitude that they were a part of your life. And their presence or their lack of presence makes you so damn happy. And it fills you with a level of peace that you haven't yet experienced. But something strange is happening. She's lifting your arm up. This person is lifting you up. And as they do, they glow brighter and brighter. And your feet are off the ground as you fly up into the sky. and you're looking down and you can still see the party happening below. You can see the top of your home. In the distance, you can see the place that you work, just as you've seen it before. But now you're seeing it from this angelic perspective, as if you're flying through the sky like an angel, as if you're riding a hot air balloon. Now you notice this big golden field forms on the outskirts of your home. And on the other side, you see an image of what looks like somebody sitting in the far, far distance. They're barely a shadow. And as you go higher, you start flying towards that person. And as you start to get closer, you realize that is you in the here and the now, sitting here, doing this visualization, doing the work that needed to be worked, special for you. There's a unique connection between you in that angelic perspective and you here now, as if there is a beam connecting your hearts together. And as this beam begins to pull you closer and closer, as if this field between you was starting to shrink, becoming smaller and smaller, and that dream life that you just witnessed and the person that you are in the here and the now are coming closer and closer and closer, until there's only just a short distance between you. This beam between your hearts begins to glow and pulsate. Notice the colors. Those colors are important to you of what this beam is. And as it does, you feel pain in your body begin to dissipate. You feel an ease in your breath, and you can breathe in deeply now. And it makes you sit up straight once again. And you put that crown back on top of your noble head. Tall and proud and strong. And 100% truly grateful. As you look down at what still exists of this golden field between that dream place, that future safe place, you notice your future self is waving to you and smiling. And they are so proud of you. Breathe, baby. Breathe in. It's okay. You've got this. As you look down at that golden field, notice how there are things there that you hadn't noticed before. There are 3 images. It might be a building. It might be an event. It might just be a version of you in the future standing there doing something. Notice what is happening in these 3 spots. And notice how there is a line that connects that dream life to each of these spots, leading directly back to where you are now. And as you float closer and closer towards yourself, as if you are an angel yourself with wings, come back home into your body, my dear, gently, and feel how it feels to embody that dream higher self in your physical being here and now. As you sit there and you welcome yourself back in, notice that the earth begins to pulse beneath you as that red laser beam turns from red to green. And this healing energy comes up and surrounds you like a protective egg. All the way around you, unbreakable, nurturing, loving, caring. Symbols begin to form on this egg as if they are glowing. They glow brighter and brighter until they are golden in color, glowing past this green shell all the way around you. This is Mother Nature. This is the earth. This is your grounding rod protecting you from anything that would wish to take away this happiness from you, this level of peace and comfort inside of you. Anything that would wish to bring that pain back into you, mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Take a big deep breath in and let it go. Feel the stress melt away from your shoulders. Feel the release as it drifts away. And you can sit even taller, even stronger, even more proud. Your soul star is still hovering above you. They come down, down, down. And they're standing right in front of you. And with a magical finger, they touch you on the top of the head. And as they do this, this white light shoots out all the way around you from your head to your toes, coming down around you like an umbrella, guiding you, protecting you. They are always with you. And anything that wishes to make you feel lesser than can no longer penetrate your energy unless you choose it to. Go ahead and shift as you need to. Roll your shoulders up and down. Move side to side as if you were like a snake. Feel the tension that is still residing inside you dissipate and ease and disappear. Now when you're ready, take a big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Hold it inside and supercharge that crystalline ball inside of you and let go of everything that tries to dim that light. Breathe in everything that brings you calmness and let go of everything that takes that away from you. Breathe in clearness, clear out the blockages, clear out the toxicity, clear out the negativity, clear out the negative thoughts and the disbelief. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, and let go of all of those things as you exhale. One last time. Breathe in relaxation, everything that makes you feel relaxed. And let go of everything that serves to make you feel tense and stressed again. And when you're ready, open your eyes. All right, my dear. How you doing? Now, most importantly, lots of water. The water will help wash away any residual energy and toxicity that is currently an issue for you right now. Also, I would like you to stand up and to stretch and to move your body. Take notice of how you can move a little more freely. Take notice of how good you feel. All right? Now remember to be kind and gentle to yourself. Whatever it was that you seen, felt, experienced, whatever it is, however it was for you, is exactly what you needed in the here and the now. Here's your next assignment. Tomorrow, I want you to sit on this for a day. Tomorrow, when you wake up, I want you to take 10 minutes and write down the things that you noticed. Notice the differences in your physical and energetic, mental and emotional self when you wake up. Write down the details you remember and trust that whatever you remember in the morning is exactly what you need to remember. And you can come back to this meditation anytime you need to. Anytime you need to revisit this conversation, you can come on back, babe. Anytime you need. Meditation is such a powerful tool that is no longer really encouraged so much in so much of our modern society. But it is so damned powerful. It's extraordinary. And babe, I want you to know I'm so proud of you. Whatever you felt leave you, let it be gone. Don't call it back in. And when those moments come up where someone or something makes you stop and remember a past event or an experience or an old thought, an old feeling, an old belief, and it tries to come back in, remember that you are protected. That shell, that green shell, that green egg that came up and surrounded you will pulsate and send it away. That white golden umbrella that surrounded around you sends that toxic energy away. And from anyone that is trying to break in, they will be repelled. And you will be able to observe the situation instead of absorbing the situation. To truly notice it for exactly what it is. Almost from that angelic perspective that you just did. To see it as if you're floating up from above, looking down on it. Instead of truly going through it all, raw and real. Doesn't mean that you're not going to feel it. And it's very important that you do continue to feel the things that you feel around you. And to feel, most importantly, what you personally feel. You're a badass. Okay? You're a badass. And it is time that you call your power back in, babe. So when those situations come up, instead of being overreactive or over-emotional, you will feel exactly what it is that you feel. But you're not going to absorb in everyone else's feels, everyone else's received thoughts and beliefs. In fact, when they try to send them to you, or make you feel a certain way, or make you do something that you're not comfortable with doing, you'll feel it, but you're going to feel it bounce off. Because, babe, you are now just like that old school childhood game of You are rubber and they are glue. Anything they send to you is going to bounce off of you and go right back to them. Now, this can cause for very high emotional reactions from other people. But instead of reacting from that emotional place that you would have in the past, you're going to be the bigger person. You're going to be that wise one that just takes it in and goes, okay, I see. I see. I see you. I see you. I see you. So that whatever step you need to take from there, you are the boss and you have the power to take that step. It might be scary. It might be uncomfortable. It often is. But you are a superhero in your own life. And you are empowered by your higher self and your Earth Star too. All right. Next week, we're going to dive deeper into this. And now that you are empowered to repel instead of absorbed, and you've seen where it is that you dream of going in its truest form, note the differences in what that dream was that you started with clear back in step one versus what you've seen. Because the universe, life, spirit, God, whatever you believe in, just showed you how much more it could be. If you choose to have that life. It might not be the same as you had originally envisioned. Okay? But remember, the first things that you wrote down of who that person is that you want to be, they're still important. Okay? And they hold their own special meaning just for you. Lots of water. I need lots of water too. Lots of water. And sleep very well tonight. Just saying. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. And in the morning, start journaling, babe. And just in case, if you have crazy dreams tonight, that is perfectly normal. And just know that it is your mind, your energy, your heart, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call all the different layers of you, your energetic being, that are still mutating and transforming from this activation. And that whatever shifts and changes happen are happening for your highest good. Your most aligned self is sending this. Already has sent it. You're just still simply trying to comprehend it. Okay? Next week, we dive deeper into part 3 and the whys. You're scared of those things. Why they make you uncomfortable. Don't try to jump the gun, okay? No more work than what you've already done, all right? Not in that area. This weekend, life is perfect. And you're doing the things that you need to do. If this was beneficial to you, please make sure you hit that like button. That lets me know that I'm doing my thing exactly the way it needs to be done. Also, please drop down in some comments. I would love to hear from you, whatever it is that you feel you need to say. Also, save this so you can come back whenever you need to. And subscribe. Follow me along if you're not already. All right? I got you, babe. I got you. I got you. Okay? All right. Lastly, if you found this really beneficial, consider supporting my small business, okay? Swing over to mildrstreet.com. Totally your choice, all right? Even if all you do is just hit follow on my shop, a little heart. I believe it's all the way down at the very bottom of the page. Even if all you do is just follow the shop, I appreciate you. There is a workbook that goes along with this. You can find it on my blog page that correlates to this video. All right? To help you work through those different layers with all your journal prompts and all the things right there laid out, ready for you to print and start doing the thing on paper so that you can let it go. All right. I love you. I love you. And we will see you next week. Also, I forgot. Did you know that the month of July marks our 9 years in business? How amazing is that? We started off as a little hobby rock shop in a pop-up tent on the side of the road. I would have told you were crazy. I would have said you were crazy if you would have told me that in 9 years this is what I'd be doing. Y'all, I am so grateful for you. I can't even put it into words. And in celebration of that and my gratitude for you guys, everything in the shop is 35% off for the month of July. I'm just saying, yo, I don't do sales very often. But this one, oh yeah, definitely needed. All right. See you guys next week. Tune in on Monday for step 1 of why. All right. See you guys. Love you.